Hey everybody, welcome to Two Comic Book Dudes. This is the Haul Show. It's our new comic haul for the week, April 27th. So all the new comics that you could go and pick up, plus some extra stuff. We always have some extra stuff thrown in.
These are just the books we got. We didn't get them
Right.
all. So.
No, I try, but I just can't get them all. Got to catch them all.
No.
I should put my hat on. Whatever. All right. I'm Aaron, editor-in-chief of Comic Booked.
Hey everybody, Justin, managing editor over at Comic Book. If I can talk today, jeez.
Wow. You
Wow.
got that new headset. It's just tangling up your tongue, I guess. Huh?
Messing with me.
That's right. Well, at least your sound is good, so that's awesome.
Yay.
So a lot of good books this week. A lot of new stuff that I picked up, which I just wanted to try out a few things. And because of that, I actually found out some other cool stuff. So we'll talk about that when we get there. I did get a really neat variant cover in the mail today. And I'm a member of the GameStop Power Up Rewards thing. So I cashed in my points, and I got the Batman Ninja Turtles #1, the crossover book, the variant cover from GameStop. It's art from David Wilkins, which is pretty cool. He does some pretty neat art.
Yeah, very cool.
So I was not able to get this as a regular first issue, and I know as a regular book, it's worth a lot of money. And usually these GameStop variants go up in price pretty quickly, so that's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yep. I thought that was awesome.
Yay, variant covers.
Yep. So I have, well, anyway, every week we do this. It's the same old thing. If you've seen our show before, we start out with Vertigo and DC. We go through all of the independent stuff, pretty much alphabetically. I tried to do it alphabetically. And then Marvel at the end, or we Image in the Marvel at the end. And then with Marvel, we split it between current non-Marvel or non-regular universe titles like Star Wars and Dark Tower and that kind of stuff that comes in, Maximum Ride, and then the regular Marvel titles. So,
yep,
that's it. That's the lowdown. Those are the rules.
That's how the show's going to go.
That's right. So if you want to just skip to the end, if you only like Marvel, you'll probably want to forward to 32.54. No, I don't know. I'm just making up numbers now.
It's okay. It's going to be okay.
Yeah.
So how many
Vertigo?
You should. How many Vertigo DC books did you get?
I got 1 Vertigo book and 3 DC books today.
Wow, I got 3 DC books. What's your Vertigo book?
My Vertigo book is Art Ops #7. And I will say I did get a little bit of a head start. I already read this many books from this week's books, so I'm a little caught up. But Art Ops was awesome. This was the wrap up to kind of a prequel story for the Art Ops team. And this is Regina. She's the mom / leader of Art Ops. She's Reggie's mom, and Reggie's the guy from the first 5 issues who has the arm made of paint. So kind of find out the origin of Reggie and kind of what happened with her and her boyfriend, lover at the time, Danny Dahl, who really wanted to release art into the world as opposed to saving humanity, which is kind of what the Art Ops is all about, is protecting art and saving humanity at the same time. So it was interesting to see the kind of the breakdown of this team and what happened at this point back in like the 60s.
Yeah.
So it's very cool. This is a great book. With Allred's art, I mean, I just love that artwork. So this is really, really cool.
Nice. Just want some Madman.
Yeah, I know, but this is good. I mean, there's some crazy stuff in that book.
So he's doing 2 books right now because he's still doing Silver Surfer, right?
Yep.
That's cool.
So I got 3. I think you probably got 1 of these books that I got.
The big one?
The big one?
Yeah.
You want to do that one first?
Okay.
I'll do that one, and then you can do one.
All right. Yeah.
Pretty good story.
Part 4 of 6? Is it 6 now?
Yeah, it's 6 issues. I'm pretty sure it's going to be 6 issues. It's interesting because it's kind of like Superman the movie Superman, but to the nth degree, because instead of just the 3 Kryptonians, you have this whole horde, as you can see, this whole horde of Kryptonians coming down out of the sky, and basically facing off against Superman in this book. That's really what this is all about. It's kind of the final showdown between him and the Kryptonians from the Bottle City of Kandor.
Oh, okay.
That's what's going on.
The ones that were left over after all that junk.
Right. So it's pretty cool. I really like the insert in this one. As we get to see more about Batgirl, and it's really good. The inserts in these are awesome because they are a comic in and of themselves. There's been one for the Atom, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, I think.
Was it Green Lantern?
No.
Was it Flash?
The Atom was first, then Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I don't remember what last one was. Maybe it was
Flash.
But this has been pretty cool. So, I know it was kind of anticlimactic, that first book. Everybody's like, "Oh, this is just really awful," but it's really picked up. I've really enjoyed it. So, I would recommend.
Yeah, I'm glad they get it in like singles too.
Yeah,
because I have the first 2 in trade.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Justice League 49, Darkseid War Part 9 of 10.
It's got a cool looking cover on it too.
Yeah. Well, Luthor's basically Darkseid now. So.
Oh yeah.
He's ruling Apokolips.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, with Batman being God, right?
Well, everybody's a god.
Oh, everybody's a god now.
Yeah, Luthor's a god. He replaced Darkseid.
Cool.
So, and like Flash is merged with the Black Racer, which is the god of death, basically. And yeah, Superman was supercharged and crazy. It's been nuts. So I'm excited to see how it ends. I think there's a big death in this issue. So
is that going to be how Superman turns Chinese?
Nope, different guy.
I know,
but I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna get that book.
Yeah, I'm like, what's the point?
Well, I'm not
Superman. Who is it then?
I don't buy Superman now.
Yeah. So. Nope, I get that. So this next book, well, I'll save that one for last. Picked up Justice League 3001, number 11. Great story. Larfleeze is in this. Nort is in it. You got the whole... Is
Larfleeze like immortal or what?
Larfleeze, he's been around for,
because he's in current continuity.
Right, and it's the same Larfleeze. Greedy as all get out. He has a clan of scavengers that he basically goes to each planet that's the big bad is leveling, and then he picks it clean of all the goodies and takes them back to his world. So in this one, it's kind of Ice goading him to go and fight against her, the big bad lady, and so they're just trying to focus his power away from them and onto the bad folks. So it's pretty good. Only problem is, next issue, it's the end of the Justice League 3000.
Yeah, that's what I heard, that it got canceled.
Book got canceled. So the first series went 12 issues. This one goes 12 issues, and that'll be it.
That's cool. Yeah,
it's been a good story.
But in that respect, is it really canceled, or is it just done with everything else before Rebirth? Again?
I don't know, because they said in the back of this, next issue, the end of the Justice League, and then they said, this is not hyperbole, we got canceled. So they actually said that in the end. So I don't know. It is what it is. Yeah. That happens. I expected it last season. I didn't expect the first 12 issues to I expected that to kind of be the end, because it was such a good story.
Yeah.
And usually people, I don't know, for some reason, DC fans don't like good stories. Anyway. We're going to get some mail. No.
All right, next. We'll just move along. We're just going to move along now. Hey. Batman, issue 51. The last Snyder Capullo book. 52 is going to be the Rebirth origin or whatever book. So this is their last book together on Batman.
Wow.
Very sad. Very sad.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but I mean, of course it looks great, and we're going to get some craziness going on. So Yay, Batman.
Oh, for sure. Awesome. That's cool. Yeah. So, my owner of my LCS is going to the Rebirth thing this weekend.
Oh, wow.
So he's going to find out all the details about Rebirth and how many books they're going to have to buy every month and how many millions of variant covers there will be. And yeah,
because you're going to have a month worth of number, like every week there being like 10 to 20 new number ones.
Yep.
Luckily, they're all going to be $2.99.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, I know. Well, but I'm still going to pick and choose.
Yeah, I mean, $40 or $50 a week for new books, and just to find out that they suck or not. You know.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to go crazy. Like, I don't read a ton of DC as it is.
No.
So I'm not picking up anything like crazy new, I don't think. Like maybe 1 or 2 books just to try, but I'm not going to go like, I'm trying every DC book. That's just not feasible.
Yeah, I don't really know if I'm going to pick anything up.
Really? You just kind of done with them?
I mean, I've gotten myself down to just a few books, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen.
Unless they do another little miniseries like that you like Batmite or Bizarro or somebody.
Yeah, but I can't imagine.
Well, and I still haven't heard anything about a new He-Man series.
Yeah, I haven't either. They kind of ended it off. And I think they probably ended it off with the thoughts that Rebirth's going to happen and who knows what they'll do after.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, Dan Abnett's been pretty busy with the rest of the stuff he's doing. So, speaking of another book that's probably going to end pretty soon, I would expect, Harley Quinn, number 27, was one of my books this week. Now, this one's interesting because look at the name of the villain.
Yep. Yeah, I heard about this one.
So this villain is Red Tool, and his little voice bubbles, his word bubbles are all tool shaped, and they're yellow with like red printing, I think, in them, red letters. Mm-hmm. So yeah, but he's basically like a Deadpool ripoff. It's really funny. Mm-hmm. Red Tool, and he's in love with Harley, but he also wants to kill her. And he's basically indestructible. He had some, underwent government experiments, and now he feels no pain. That's kind of the thing. Whereas Deadpool feels pain, but he doesn't feel pain. So
right. So he's Ajax.
Yeah. It's a pretty good story. It's pretty funny, pretty interesting. I like Harley stuff, it's just kind of like, really? Okay. So
yeah, I'm sure that maybe one more issue, and that one's probably over too, because they're definitely giving her a new number 1.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. Yep. That's it for DC for me. You have one more?
No, that was it.
Oh, no, that was it. Okay. All right, so starting to the independent stuff, I got 2 Aftershock books.
I got the same 2 Aftershock books.
Probably did. All right. Well, you do.
There were only 2
out this week. So they were. Yeah. You do one, and I'll do the other one.
Super Zero, issue number 5.
This was awesome.
Yeah. This time she's going to go into space.
She does.
And
and it's awesome.
You read it. Yeah, you read it. Whatever.
And it's really awesome. Like the whole time I've been thinking maybe, and then I get to the end of the book and I'm like, yes. So
okay, I won't look at the end of the book.
It's really good. You'll like it. This book has been awesome. The artwork is amazing. The story, of course, it's Jimmy Palmiotti, Amanda Connor.
Yep.
Working on it. It's got to be good. And I've been really impressed with the series so far. This is kind of the high point. This issue, everything has been building up to what's going on here. She wants to go into space. And Drew wants to go into space to get bombarded by cosmic rays and
hopefully get powers. Yep.
Right. That's her whole goal. And so up to now, she's tried to have her parents killed or mugged, seriously maimed, so that she could go through the Batman experience.
Right.
She had ants attack her, so in case she get bit. Radioactive. Remember to put in the microwave or something.
Yeah.
And that didn't work. And so there's just been all this stuff that she's been trying to do to get powers, and now she's trying to take the easy way by sneaking onto a rocket launched into space. It's just funny, but it's really good. So
yep, it's a really good book. Good art.
Yeah, very funny, but very dramatic too. It's good. It's good. Now, on a whole different note,
Dun, dun,
we have
dun.
Marguerite Bennett's Insects #5, which is just completely a different type of book.
Yep.
You've got two women who are kind of on their own in like Victorian England kind of era. And they both have weird powers. Like the one lady turns into a giant insect bug thing, and the other woman has some kind of pheromone power, but also to be able to like find anything. And they're trying to hunt down this butcher, this killer, who in this book they find out is really not just one, but multiple. So it's pretty interesting. Definitely a good story, great art. Really a pretty cool book. Definitely a mature reader's book, though. Keep that in mind.
Yes, very, very much so. Yep. There's not a lot I can show you. So
no. So this week I picked up a brand new book, and it is from ARH Comics, and it's called Astria. And it's a great looking cover. Really cool. Great story. Main character, Astria is her name. She starts out with a story of her being pregnant with her husband, driving along, being happy. They get in a car accident with these guys who are running from the cops. They stole some stuff, and they take them hostage, go off to the meet point, shoot the husband, blow his brains out right in front of her, stab her in the belly, throw her in the car, push her over the cliff, and it explodes. And so it's basically then kind of what happens after all of that, her trauma of that and how she focuses it. It's a pretty cool book.
And really, how she was able to survive. Jeez.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was pretty bad. But it's pretty cool. I love the art on the cover. Interior art's not quite like this. It's really different, but it's really good. Araham Raja does the writing, and there's just a whole bunch of people involved in this, but it's pretty cool, and I can't pronounce half their names. So I did reach out to this company, though, and I said, hey, this is awesome. I want to find out about the rest of your books. They got a ton of stuff digitally out, but this is the first book I've seen in print. So it's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, so ARH Comics, Astria #1. I would definitely go out and pick that up. It is a 5-issue miniseries, so it's worth reading. It's really good.
Cool. I'm good till Image, so just go at it.
You didn't pick up Wraithborn Redux?
Yeah, I didn't get #2.
Okay.
I did pick up #1. That's 3.
Okay, this is #3. Really cool story so far. As the girl, I can't remember her name now, but she's the recipient of the Wraithborn, which is like this power that really so far just attracts bad guys. So she's fighting off some dog things, but she's not really fighting. This guy Valen shows up, and he was the one who was supposed to get the power but didn't. And it's just kind of her reaction to everything, and still in denial, and it's cool. It's great. I mean, Joe Benitez, awesome artwork, great solid story.
Oh yeah, always good.
Mm-hmm. So getting into Boom Studios, I had 3 books from them this week. First one is Munchkin #16. Just a fun romp through the dungeons again. 2 stories in here, really a lot of fun. If you just like a good comedy, lots of little sight gags and jokes, you'll get this. Also in the back cover, there is a bonus rule. If you play Munchkin, you can use that rule. There's also a coupon code inside of each issue that lets you send away for special bookmarks and extra cards for different ones of the Steve Jackson games. So
nice,
pretty cool. Yeah, because the bundles cost like $30, but if you use the coupon code, you save like $29.99. So you get them for 1 penny.
Jeez,
it's not bad. Yeah, I sent away for the first months just to see what they were, and it was a stack of stuff. Like I think I got 10 or 15 cards. I got 3 bookmarks, and I got cards for Munchkin, Munchkin Zombie. I got cards for a bunch of different games. So it's pretty cool. Issue 3 of 4, Bill and Ted Go to Hell.
Mm-hmm.
Good story.
How's that going?
It's pretty cool. So, they went to hell, and Napoleon was running things.
Right.
And he had turned all of hell into a giant water park. Well, then he basically he plays a game of chess with death, to gain access to heaven. And Death, of course, loses, as he is wont to do, and Napoleon heads to heaven. So in this one, they are going after him, trying to find out how to beat him. So they talk to the devil, and the devil basically says, I'll help you. All you just let me out of these chains, and I'll show you the way. So that's kind of what this one's about, is them going to heaven to confront Napoleon and find out what happened to God. So it's pretty cool. One more issue. The end of this is kind of the climactic thing, and it's pretty cool. So I'm interested to see how they wrap up the series.
Cool.
And the last book from Boom is finally the third issue of this 4-issue miniseries came out, and that is Mark Waid and J.G. Jones' Strange Fruit.
Heard there was a delay.
Yeah, I don't know. The beautiful art, though, of J.G. Jones just makes this book so much better. The story is really good. It's set back in the 30s, the 20s, 30s, maybe 40s, I don't know, but it's set back in that time where there's a lot of racism still in the South, and more than there is now. Not necessarily slaves, but basically, how whites were this class and blacks were much lower class, treated
just poorly. Full on segregation and stuff.
Yeah. And then you have this being that comes down from space who's this giant black guy who has superpowers, and it just throws everybody for a loop. As you can see in the cover, kind of tells the story of this issue. You got the Klan there in the background, you got the guy holding the kid. So it's really good. This is a great story, and there's a huge storm happening, and the rivers have swollen over the levees, and basically it's can we save everybody? Can we save the town? Can we keep this farms from going under? And basically then everybody's livelihood being gone, and it's good. It's a good story.
Cool.
So next issue will be kind of the climactic, what happens. So.
The end.
Yep. So I picked up another number 1 this week from Dark Horse, and that is Aliens Defiance number 1. This is Brian Wood doing the writing on this one. Tristan Jones does the art, and Dan Jackson is doing the colors. This one, let's see, it says, Private First Class Zula Hendricks is no stranger to combat, and war exacts its toll. Fortunately, the Weyland-Yutani Corporation has great need for colonial marines with grit, be they of sound body or not. In the dark, quiet recesses of derelict ships hide monsters humanity has never known, or so Weyland-Yutani might wish us to believe. Warriors like Zula aren't trained for terror like this. In her effort to save Earth, Zula's grit will be tested. So... It's a new miniseries, Aliens Defiance. Looks pretty good. I like the alien stuff that Dark Horse has been doing.
Yeah.
It's been fun. And if any of you guys got to see our interview with these folks, Doorman number 2 is out this week from Heavy Metal. Elliot Rahal, Dan Kibblesmith, and Kendall Good. We interviewed Kendall and Elliot a few weeks ago. So really, really good book. Great story. I'm really excited to see. I think I already read issue 2 because they sent it to me.
Did I read 1 and 2?
You did. Yep.
I read 1 and 2 then.
So yeah. We already saw issue 2. Yep. Okay. I'll have to read it again just to be sure, because I was I don't remember. I read it so many weeks ago. But just a great story. It's it's a story about the concept of interspatial travel using doors that are basically you step through a door here and you come out a door a million light years away, and that's the way you travel around. Right. Well, that's the archaic way, according to this psycho billionaire guy who wants to wipe out that way of existence and use these super stellar space travel ships that he's built. So it's kind of this big conspiracy, and it's a cool story. It really is good.
Yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah. So, all right, a new one of an old one, we'll say. IDW, first book I had this week, X-Files number 1. And it's got a weird cover, like a quilty looking thing.
It's a famous painting, but I can't remember the name of it.
Okay. Let's see. Art by, Gustav Klimt. After Gustav Klimt. Is it the golden thing? No, I don't remember.
Something like that, yeah.
Art Appreciation Month, though. It's a subscription cover. So there's also the photo cover with the I Still Want to Believe thing. So But basically, let's see. I don't know really where they're picking up or where they're starting off. Prince George's County, Maryland, just down the road from where I live. So we'll see what's going on with the new X-Files series and whether or not I continue to read it. So it's been good, but it's kind of like, okay, it's kind of like watching the original X-Files series. It's like, all right, I just binged watched season 1. Now I want to take a 3-month break.
Yeah.
It was a great show when you had to take that break in between seasons, but now to sit there and binge watch the whole thing is too much. So these guys we just talked to yesterday or day before. Space Goat Productions. Space Goat Productions. Evil Dead, Cradle of the Damned, issue 3 is out this week. Really, really cool if you're a fan of Ash and the Evil Dead. This is basically picks up from Evil Dead 2, Dead by Dawn, the second movie. And it continues the story of, what's her name, Bonnie? That's so bad that I can't remember her stinking name. Whatever her name is.
We just said it. I can't remember it either. Go ahead.
I don't know. Anyway, picks up her story. Basically, she's the Lara Crofty kind of character, and gets stabbed in the back with a Kandarian dagger at the end of the movie as she's reading the spell to cast Ash back in time. So in this one, she goes to Kandarian Hell, uses his hand to summon to create a kind of a homunculus or a duplicate of Ash to help her out. And it's really fun. It's pretty neat. It's a good story. A lot of new stuff coming out from them. They have the whole Space Goat 2016 Make Comics Better. And the one thing about Space Goat Productions is they're a talent management company at first. And then they've kind of leveraged that talent to make their comics. So they have 4 books that are coming out. Well, more than that, actually. Evil Dead 2, Dark Lily, Mage Inc., Monster Elementary, Rocket Queen and the Wrench, and Door Kickers are all on their list. So you can check out more about them by watching our interview from the other day. If you go in there, it's Space Goat Production interview with Space Goat Productions. And then you can also check them out at spacegoatproductions.com. And it's Space Goat, GOAT, just like the goat on the thing. I don't know why. The one question we didn't ask yesterday.
Yes, why did you choose that?
Why is it Space Goat? I guess because Space Ghost was taken? I don't know.
Maybe. There's got to be a story there.
I'm sure there is. It's pretty funny. All right. My last indie before the Image stuff, which it's hard to believe that's all the indie other stuff I had, was number 2 of 6 of Xenoscope Satan's Hollow. Kind of a cool... I don't know. It's almost like... Harrow County-ish, kind of.
Which is
Harrow County from Dark Horse?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, so it's it's definitely a horror story. It's kind of this family moves back to the hometown, and the girl forgot about this experience she had when she was little in Satan's Hollow, this evil place of evil down in the woods, and now it's kind of drawing her family back into it. And there's more going on though than what we were originally led to believe in the first issue. So it's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to this.
Cool.
We definitely have to get back into Xenoscope stuff because we really have been behind on that. We know that Robin Hood is coming to an end here in just a month or so, a couple months. I think June is maybe the end. So the final issue. But there's a bunch of new stuff going on there. Some really cool stories. So
cool.
All right.
Yep. We'll have to jump back in soon.
Yeah, and I think we can do it kind of a speed read through each month. So we'll at least get you caught up on the basic storyline. We won't go into too much detail. We'll show off the covers, tell you the story, tell you whether you should read it or not, and then move on to the next month. So we'll do that after this convention this weekend because I need a break after that.
I hear you.
All right, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Image books this week.
I got 1.
Okay. Well, I know you didn't get this. Postal number 12 out this week.
I don't think you get the one I get. Sorry.
Oh yeah, probably not. I'm interested to see what happens. This is Matt Hawkins' story about Matt Hawkins, Brian Hill, and Isaac Goodhart all working on this book, and Brian Hill's the writer. Matt Hawkins is like the creator. But it's a cool story. It's this little town that basically is a hideout for bad people, kind of criminals, who the FBI has kind of stowed away. But there's a lot of intrigue and things going on. And this girl who's been put there, who's like the daughter of the director of the FBI, and she's a psychopath. And her and the autistic postman have kind of come to blows here in the last issue. So we'll see what happens now. So,
crazy.
It might all be crumbling down. Also out this week, issue 18 of Outcast, Robert Kirkman's book, and Richard Azaceta. Great story so far. Really looking for more answers still. I'm like, why is this going on? But pretty cool story if you haven't picked it up yet. First issues are obviously really expensive with the speculation on the new series coming out. So if you get Cinemax, you'll be watching for Outcast to be kicking up, I think, in June.
Oh, okay, cool.
New issue or new first episode comes out. So pretty cool. A lot of new comic book TV that's not on the CW, not on the regular channels. Preacher comes out May 22nd on AMC. So if you've been watching Walking Dead, if you've been watching Fear the Walking Dead, definitely watch Preacher. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
If you get sci-fi, if you get sci-fi, check out Friday Nights, Winona Earp. That is an awesome series so far. Really, really good. Bo Smith wrote the original comics, and he's working with them on the show. So it's pretty good. What else is? Oh, and then Outcast, of course, on Cinemax coming out. Mm-hmm. So three really cool new series. I think there's something else.
Well, there's that Powers. Powerless.
Season 2. Oh,
yeah, and then there's Powerless, which is going to be set in like the DC universe, but like an office comedy.
Like isn't it like the cleanup group?
No, that's Damage Control.
Oh, that's Damage Control. That's Marvel.
Yeah, they're going to get their own also.
They're going to get their own. Okay.
There's no date yet on that, I don't think.
Okay.
But they've been mentioned in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. a couple times.
Yeah. I think it was Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah. That's funny. So, yeah, if you're not interested in the Marvel or DC universe stuff, definitely check out the rest of this. So I especially am liking Winona Earp. I really think that's pretty cool. So I think fourth episode comes out tomorrow night. So next is Mystic's a whole nother book. Mm-hmm. Mythic number 8. Mythic number 8 is out this week. Phil Hester's series with John McCrae, and really, really good. I like this series. It's kind of like a bunch of these different mythical creatures who are beings who work together with this team that's called Mythic, and they are basically the magic cleanup crew. When something goes wrong, they're there to make sure that people don't really see the Loch Ness Monster. They just see a piece of floating dead wood. They're the ones who cover everything up, and they're being targeted by someone. And the last issue, we kind of found out who it was, and that so they call themselves Mythic Lore Services. Let's see here. The organization charged with keeping the unseen mystical forces of the universe running smoothly is under attack. Strange cyborg hybrids of ancient Norse monsters have nearly destroyed the team. Nate's been fired. Watterson, Chiu, Tia Suprema, Diana, and Anton have been swallowed by the Fenris wolf. Cass and Venus are missing in action. All of these disasters were made possible by the betrayal of Baranski. Promised a robot body for her disembodied spirit, she turned against her former teammates and joined the forces of nothingness, wishing to crush humanity's creative spirit. A force they see as sullying the perfect stillness of the universe. When we last saw Nate, he was walking through the drive-through of a North Philadelphia fast food joint. So, pretty cool. It's a neat story. Really fun. Just some weird, different stuff you see every issue. It's like, where did they even think this stuff up? But it's cool. Crazy. Another new one, Circuit Breaker issue 2 is out this week. Kind of cartoony, but it's really, I mean, it's almost reminiscent of, you know, like a Japanese
like
anime.
an older anime.
Yeah, or a manga. It's kind of cool. It's this world basically where robots and androids have a place, but their place is like a lower caste, not you know, and they're basically like hated because there have been some rebellions and some revolts, and so a lot of times a robot will show up and people just beat the crap out of it for no reason. So this girl turns out to be an android, and she's been hiding among the people, but then she kind of fights against the other androids to defeat them to save people. So it's a cool story. Issue 9 of Straczynski's really cool Dream Police. This is a great story. I've really, really enjoyed this. You got Joe Thursday, who is a dream cop, dream police, you know, and he is always had this partner, Frank, and then one day Frank's not there, and then there's this woman, and she says, "No, I've always been your partner," but Joe like thinks that something's not right, and he starts finding information about Frank, and then Frank appears to him and calls him and tells him to go find him. So he's basically breaking all the rules to go out past the void and find Frank and find out what really happened. So last issue they found Frank, and now it's like, what's going to happen? So maybe he'll start getting some answers. It's cool. It's a good story. Final issue of Four Eyes Hearts of Fire. This has been pretty good too. This is it Joe Kelly? Yeah, Joe Kelly. His story about a little boy and a dragon, and having to train the dragon to fight in the arena. Basically, not quite the same as How to Train Your Dragon. This is a lot bloodier and darker, much darker world than the Viking world of How to Train Your Dragon. So,
yeah.
But if you like real, you know, kind of heartfelt drama, this is the book. It's pretty cool.
Cool.
And that's the final issue of that 4-issue miniseries. There's been one more, and I think there'll be one more. Like they're doing like a trilogy. So another long-winded Warren Ellis series, Injection. This is the second story arc. This is issue 9, so we're coming towards the end of this one. It's just a crazy book, you know, science fiction and mystical stuff kind of crossing paths to create this magic-infused AI that's rewritten reality.
Dun, dun,
Cool.
dun.
Yep, it's a good one.
Ultron.
And finally, oh, you have one, right?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Saga issue 36. Yay, Saga. And there was another book that I wanted to get. Just while we're talking, like there was a book that came out this week, Viking #1. I want to say it was Titan or
Titan, I think had it. Titan had it. Yep.
I didn't see it. So
is it Vikings? Isn't it off of the TV show?
Is it related to that?
I think so.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I thought it was. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't pick it up. I don't. Did I see it?
I didn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't either.
That was the only other indie book that I was like, really like. I'm like, I'll check it out because I like the show.
Yeah, I've never watched. I've seen clips and stuff, but I've never seen the show. So, all right. Well, issue 13 of Low, Rick Remender's big undersea opera, which is now no longer undersea as of last issue. They actually made it to the ground, and I know it's scared you into hiccup.
Yeah, right.
They made it out of the water, and they're trying to find the beacon so that they can find basically salvation for humanity and bring people back to living on the surface again.
Yep.
It's a cool story.
Yep.
But of course,
awesome
there's
art.
those
Awesome art.
Oh, it really is. And of course, there's people fighting against them, trying to keep them from doing that because they like to control humanity. So it's pretty cool, though. All right. I have one Star Wars book, and that is just regular Star Wars issue 18. And I got had to get the little Power Droid variant cover. I just thought that was kind of cool. You know, it looks like a little action figure Power Droid on there. So,
yep.
But issue 18 continues Rebel Jail. Pretty cool story, you know, because Princess Leia and Dr. Afra and Santa Staros, who claim to be Santa Solo, claim to be Han Solo's wife. although they never actually were married. They are trapped in this prison, which orbiting a sun. So basically, there's no real way off. And if they wanted to, they could just open the windows and fry everybody. But there's been a break-in to break out some of the prisoners, and now everything's just going crazy. It's pretty cool. All right. I have all of those Marvel books this week.
Mm-hmm. I have like 6 or 7.
All right. Well, I have 2 back issues. We can get those out of the way pretty easily. Let's see. I have a number 1, a number 6, a number 7, another number 7, a number 5, and a number 6. Okay.
I have a 1, 3 6s, a 7, and an 11.
All right. Well, I'll throw these up real quick and get them out of the way. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. issue 1 and 2. I went ahead and picked up just to get the rest of the story, since I've read 3 and 4 now for the standoff, the Avengers standoff thing. It's an interesting story. I haven't read them yet, but I like what's going on with 3 and 4, so I'm interested in seeing how they portray the characters from the show that I really like in the books. So I'll let you know.
Cool.
Well, we know what the first issue is, right?
Yep.
And I got that issue. I got that cover.
Yeah,
I thought that was a cool looking cover. But I am going to definitely go in and pick up that variant because I want the connecting variant.
Yep, that's why I got it, because I knew it matched the other one. But I didn't even see that one. There were a stack, and I didn't dig through them.
Well, this is the Steranko variant.
Yeah.
So I like Jim Steranko's artwork. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So we'll finally get our conclusion to Standoff and Pleasant Hill.
Well, let's read it out loud right now.
Oh, no. No.
You'll have to watch the show for that. One of these days, we'll have a show where we just read a comic out loud and then show the pictures.
We should do that.
We'll both get the book, and you can hold it up while I read it, or I'll hold it up while you read it. And we can do the voices and everything.
Okay.
Okay. All right, we'll do that next week.
Okay.
So,
what do you got now?
I got a number 5.
Okay, go.
All right, Old Man Logan, number 5. Cool cover. Definitely a cool cover.
Yeah, it is.
So, last issue we kind of left him with the realization that this is not my world anymore. This is not my timeline. After old Steve Rogers took him down the basement and showed him, dead Wolverine in the adamantium pajamas.
He's just taking a nap.
Yeah, he was kind of like, okay, so it's not my world. What do I do? So he had been kind of hell bent on killing everybody. Had a list on his arm, all the people he was going to kill, and Banner was next on the list. And so now he's kind of given up that because he's like, well, if I don't have to kill them, then what do I do? So now he's trying to figure out what
a new purpose.
Yeah, what should my life be?
Go teach the kids at the Jean Grey School.
Probably.
Yep.
So I've got a number 6. I know you have the same one. Hope you have the same one.
I have 3 number 6s, so yes.
I have 2 number 6s. Well, I know we both get 2 of these. All right, we'll go ahead with your first number 6.
Daredevil number 6.
And I got this awesome cover. The story so far.
I didn't see that one.
This is a cool variant. It's probably like $10 at your shop.
Yeah. I have many words I'd like to say right now.
I can imagine.
All 4 letters.
Yeah, I do like these. These are pretty cool. And that's one thing. If you happen to be in the Pennsylvania, Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia area this weekend, and you can make it to Waynesboro, that there's going to be a big Comic-Con starting Saturday morning. Doors open, I believe, at 10 or 11. I think 10 on Saturday. Tons of vendors, tons of stars. I'm going to have boxes of the Marvel variants from the last few months, just a whole bunch of over orders from our store that will be for sale. Cheaper than you could have got them when they first came out, for sure.
Ooh, we get to see a flashback of the red suit in this issue. That's awesome.
Oh, in Daredevil? That's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That is really cool.
Right. So the other one I know you have is Ultimates number 6.
Yep.
And we see the life bringer there on the front. Galactus, the life bringer.
Yeah, and Eternity's in here and some stuff, so it's gonna be nuts.
Yeah, it should be pretty cool. All right, so that's exciting. What's your other number 6?
Oh, Squadron Supreme.
Oh yeah,
with a cool cover here of
Black Bolt.
Yep.
Who's he beating up?
I forgot her name.
Weasel Girl.
Oh, like she's like Dr. Spectre. I think her name is
Dr.
Spectre.
Dr. Spectrum.
Spectrum, that's it.
Dr. Spectrum.
Yep.
And she's a girl?
Yep.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah, from Earth.
Dr. Spectrum was a guy before.
But yeah, he was, and they addressed that like when they first brought these people back, and it was just all part of their world where they were from.
That's okay. She can use whichever bathroom she wants.
No, that's what it was. She was part of one of the worlds that was destroyed during the incursions.
Oh, okay, I see.
Like, so it was like she was on a team that was basically the Justice League, and then the Avengers destroyed them. So.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
That's what it was. It was a really cool story.
Awesome. All right, I got a number 7.
I do too.
Is it the same one?
I don't know. You go first.
I got 2 number 7s. I know you don't have that one. All new, the uncanny, all new, uncanny Inhumans. The uncanny Inhumans.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool. Still hunting down the capo there, the guy who's been trying to like use all these Inhumans for his power, and yeah, it's just weird. He kidnapped one of the Inhumans and was going to use it as like a host for his whatever to go into. So crazy. Yeah, it's pretty good. Good series.
Cool. Okay. Doctor Strange. Issue number 7.
We're still trying to figure out who that is.
Yeah, I don't know. And like I said, it's part 2 of the Last Days of Magic. So I have to go back and pick up that issue 1 special, The Last Days of Magic, to know what's going on.
Is it like a $7 book?
It is. I think it's 5 or 6 easily.
Okay,
I looked at it and put it down. I was like, oh, nah. I gotta get back.
Yeah. Well, I got the all new Wolverine number 7, and when I picked it up, I just kind of was like, "Look, I got all new Wolverine."
Mm-hmm.
There was like Unbeatable Squirrel Girl in there.
Who is that? Is Silk there with her?
No, I don't know who that little girl. Oh, is that the little girl from? I think that's the little girl that she.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't read the last
clone of her. So yeah, there's like a clone, like 3 clone girls of her, of X-23 that were created, and she helped save them, and then 2 of them died off, and there's 1 little girl left, so she's kind of taking care of her. So, and I got number 11, and that's it.
Yep, me too.
Yay! This is kind of I think this is like the big finale
for this story.
Fight.
I think so.
Scorpio Rising Part 3. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Some cool interior stuff going on with Civil War 2.
Oh, man. Next issue. Like, just look at that.
I'm not looking.
Well, it's the preview page. It's the preview page for next issue, which is a different story.
Oh, that's cool.
That is awesome. Wait,
I'm back.
Okay.
Weird. I don't know what happened there.
No, I was like, something's going on.
Yeah. So there's definitely some cool stuff. We're finally getting around to a storyline after this one that I've been expecting for a while, ever since the whole Renew Your Vows. So if you remember Renew Your Vows during Secret Wars, the big bad there, he's coming around. So we'll see what happens. Regent. Yep. It's pretty cool. It's going to be pretty wicked. And for those of you who are Spider-Man fans, if you didn't know, Kraven the Hunter is back.
Mm-hmm.
He's awesome. So I'm hoping there'll be some big showdown between the 2 of them. Looking forward to that.
Wouldn't that be crazy if that was the villain in Homecoming? That
would be cool.
Like an older Kraven chasing like the young Peter Parker. That'd be crazy.
That'd be neat. I heard Vulture was going to be in there.
That could be good.
And I'd love to see Vulture and Dr. Octopus, because aren't they supposed to be doing a? Did they put a nix on the Sinister Six thing?
Yeah, I don't think that's happening anymore.
Okay, I thought they nixed that. I couldn't remember.
Yeah,
but, yeah, I'd like to see them do something good with the villains. I mean, Goblin was okay, but not great.
What was that? Like Superior Foes of Spider-Man? That was a good book.
Yeah. So if they did that and pulled all them together, that would be good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anything with Dr. Octopus, a decent Dr. Octopus in it. And they just need to bring Dr. Octopus back.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They got to bring him back first.
Yeah, they will.
Mm-hmm.
They will.
Soon.
Yep. That's what the Dead No More is going to be. That's all about. Dead No More. Look who's dead no more.
Everybody. Everybody's back.
Everybody's no more dead.
No, it's going to be nuts.
Yeah.
All right.
We had no more mutants. Now we have no more dead people. And Scarlet Witch comes in. She's like, everybody who ever died because of any of the heroes come back to life. And everybody's back to life.
She's like, let's just reset with everyone being alive. Go.
Yay. Then we can bring the Scourge in again to wipe out some of those little D-list villains. Because that was awesome.
Man.
Anyway. All right. Tons of books this week, guys. If you were able to pick some of those up, I hope you did. If you didn't, maybe what we showed you would get you interested in some new stuff, especially the stuff from ARH. Those books just look awesome. You go out and check them out, ARH Comics, and it's COMIX.com. You can also just look them up, ARH Comics, online. I think they have a Facebook page as well, but they have some great digital stuff, the beautiful, beautiful covers. If you like the cover art, just got to check those out. I'm trying to get a hold of them, see if we can do a spotlight on their company. We also have some plans to interview really, really cool Kickstarter tomorrow night. That's Kickstarter is called Dreamtown. If you get a chance to go check it out, it's just amazing. I helped fund just because it was such a good project. I mean,
they're almost at their goal.
They are. They only asked for $999, and they were already over $700 as of this morning. So
yeah,
I think 70 or 80%. So that's good. And they have 20 some days left. So if you get a chance to go check that out, Dreamtown, 2 words, and it's like an amusement park, but it's a really cool concept. So you'll have to read through it and just see if you think it's worth getting comics out. And I was surprised at the value behind some of the different levels of rewards. They have some really, really cool stuff. So check those out. We're going to be interviewing the folks from Chapter House Comics, another new publisher that's kind of getting some good properties out there. And I think we're going to try to get the folks from Titan on the phone, or at least or hopefully on video, to talk about their company. So we just want to get some of these different companies out here, get some spotlights, so you kind of know who's making these comics and why are they making them. We interviewed Space Goat Productions. We interviewed Aftershock. So I've reached out to a few other companies just to talk to them, get some profiles out there for people to see. Yeah. And don't forget, we talked to Rob Liefeld yesterday.
Yeah, we did. Mr. Deadpool himself.
That was very, very cool.
Check that out.
Definitely.
Just click on the icon, view the video. Yep. It's awesome.
Yep. And then, of course, go pick up Deadpool. You can get it digitally now. You can get it Blu-ray and DVD on the 10th of May. Something to look forward to.
Yep.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. That's how we are able to, buy food and clothing and stuff.
So we're starving. What?
No, yeah, really. True. I haven't seen a penny from this place.
What?
Anyway, read more comics, folks.
Have a good one.